Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the Wolfpack Den on the John Mendola Show Network. Today we are here for a little Saturday matinee matchup between the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack and the visiting Nanticoke Trojans. Max Greger today filling in for John Mendola, and I'm joined by Mark McNulty as Nanticoke will start off with the basketball. And a nice takedown low, and that one rims in for number 45, Matthias Mitchell. So, Mark, I've been out. This is the first time I'm seeing the Wolfpack in action this year. You've been to a couple of games. What have you seen from them so far?
I've definitely seen strong rebounding. I've noted that in most games so far, especially out of the little guys like Dave Januzzi and Achilles Fuentes. They get a lot of big rebounds, and you'd be shocked at how physical they can be.
I'm sure. They've been turning in a pretty good season so far. Hoping to keep the momentum going against Nanticoke. Nanticoke looking for their first win in the conference. Michael Keating gives to Fuentes. Fuentes will drive in, kick out to the top of the key. Finds Keating in the corner. Corner three is good. Nothing but net from Michael Keating. It looks like the Wolfpack is going to bring on the full court press. We'll see how the Trojans do against that. They get it past the midcourt line. Trojans setting up their offense. And the steal by Keating. Ball is loose. And Keating's able to come up with it. Gives to Januzzi. Swing, nice swing to Ramirez. And that one, no good. There is a foul down low. Looks like it will be Trojan basketball. So, Mark, who do we got playing tonight for both of these teams?
For the Wolfpack, we have Januzzi starting at the 1 with Achilles Fuentes at the 2. I'm assuming Mike Keating at the 3 with Ramirez at the 4 and Jordani Rodriguez at the 5.
And this, a fairly young team, all considered. Januzzi, Keating, and Fuentes. None of those guys seniors yet. And there's a nice 3. Getting the ball rolling for Nanticoke is Ethan Ball, the senior. We're going to get a timeout here on the court. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back. Back out of the timeout. Wilkes-Barre area with the basketball. Trojans with the early lead, 5-3, about 2 minutes into this one. Rodriguez gives to Januzzi. Januzzi, a nice dish down low. Good ball movement by Wilkes-Barre area. And Ramirez can't hit on the 3, but a nice tough rebound there by Rodriguez. And he puts it back off the glass for 2.
And there's more of that tough rebounding that I talked about out of the Wolfpack.
Exactly, fighting with a couple of Trojan defenders to get that. A nice take there. That is number 45, Matthias Mitchell again. So it looks like we're going to have a big guy matchup down there. Rodriguez and Mitchell. And that a nice job finding the open Rodriguez down low, laying it off the glass for 2.
Seems like we might have a center battle on our hands here to start the game.
Yeah, a couple points from both of these big guys. And that a nice take by Ball, but just off the back of the rim. Loose ball, Januzzi, and Ball battling for it. Nice job by Januzzi to get it out of there. Tries to thread the needle down to Rodriguez. That's going to be tipped off of a Nanticoke defender. Now Jacob Johnson checking into the game for Wilkes-Barre area.
Checks in place of Rayleigh Ramirez there.
And for Nanticoke, it looks like number 40, Michael Stachowik. Oh, shoot. Stachowik.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're close.
6'1". Gives to Januzzi. Ball playing some tight defense on Januzzi. Januzzi's drives, kicks to Keating in the corner. Baseline drive, skip pass to Fuentes. And down to Rodriguez. Draws 3 defenders. Fuentes open for 3, and no good. Fuentes gets his own board, though. Nice job by Fuentes. kicks it back out. Wolfpack will reset their offense. Mid-range J from Januzzi, just off the front of the rim. Nanticoke looking to push the pace a little bit here. The ball in the corner. And a little bit of miscommunication there from the Trojans. That one's going to go out of bounds. Wolfpack basketball.
And you don't want those type of silly turnovers in a tie game here early. That could really change the flow here for them.
And Nanticoke, too, has gotten off to a pretty good start, all things considered.
Yeah.
The last time these teams met, Wilkes-Barre area got a pretty decent victory. And 7-7 so far. 4 minutes into this, I think this is all you could ask for if you're Nanticoke. And there, a nice steal by Ball. Looking for Mitchell down low. And that, another shot down low by Mitchell. There you go, Mark, our big guy battle.
Yep.
Now Januzzi looks to respond with a three.
And he does.
Nice shot by Januzzi. Wolfpack retake the lead.
Looks like we have Tyre Bolden getting ready to check into the game for the Wolfpack.
And that Wolfpack, that tough Wolfpack defense, able to draw a travel. And there is Bolden checking in for the Wolfpack. As well as Loudon Mullery checking back in for the Trojans. Rodriguez with the ball. Gives to Januzzi in the corner. He thinks about it. Hits to Bolden. Bolden fresh into the game. Three's no good, but Rodriguez, another dominant show in there from Rodriguez. Doesn't get the board and put it back.
Seems like it could be a fun game down low.
Oh, definitely. And these guys could ball handle too. And it looks like that's a foul by Rodriguez.
Some more scrappy defense.
Looks like Ramirez is going to check into the game now for Rodriguez. Nanticoke setting up their inbounds play. Brogan with the basketball, gives to Mitchell. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Mitchell gets his own board over Ramirez. And that is good by Mitchell. Well, the Wolfpack with Rodriguez on the bench. Mitchell has an opportunity to make his bones here with a couple of mismatches, perhaps. And Januzzi, he does it. He'll respond with another three. 15-11 your score.
Off to a hot start is Januzzi. 2 early threes.
Brogan gives it up. Dish down low to Mitchell. And Mitchell again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. It's working for Nanticoke so far. They'll just keep going back to him. And we're going to get Shane Pearson back into the game for Nanticoke. Bolden, top of the key for three. Bounces all around. Nanticoke will come up with the board. Out of bounds. It will stay Trojan basketball. Jacob Johnson with inbound to Januzzi. Now Mike Keating. He'll drive in, kick it out. Oh, nice defense there from Ball. Wilkes-Barre area keeps possession. Januzzi gives to Ramirez. Corner three. Good from Ramirez. Ramirez looks like he's a little bit shaken up after that one. Ramirez, that was tightly contested, and I think maybe he stepped on his foot or something like that. So he's going to head to the bench. We hope that he's all right. And in the meantime, Fuentes will check back in. For the Trojans, number 24,
Wolfpack operating now with a little bit of a small ball lineup without Ramirez and Rodriguez in the game. Looks like they have Keating at the 5 spot.
Yeah, those are both of their big guys. on the bench. Ramirez, hopefully he comes back into the game, and Rodriguez taking a breather. But Mitchell, while those guys have been on the bench, Mitchell has been putting in some work down low. We'll see how Michael Keating does against him. And a big scrum for that ball. They're going to call a jump and possession arrow. Points to the Wolfpack. A minute 16 left to go in the first quarter of play. Wolfpack leading 18-13. So far, all things considered, this is a pretty high-scoring game. Johnson with the ball around the arc. He does like to shoot the three ball, so he could get hot. He'll dish out to Bolden. Bolden just a little short. Michael Keating, nice rebound, and he's able to get to the foul line.
And to your point, it's a pretty high-scoring game out of two really good defenses. These defenses have played really well to start the year, and it's shocking to see this many points on the board this early.
Yeah, both of these teams playing some scrappy defense. You saw just a couple seconds ago, those guys were rolling around on the ground trying to get the ball, and still a good amount of points up on the board. And like you said, a couple of guys, Rodriguez and Ramirez, not in the game right now, but Michael Keating filling in nicely to that 5 spot, getting able to get a bucket down low, draw the foul, and he'll cash in on some free throws too. Mitchell dishes out to Pearson. Johnson almost comes up with the steal.
Still playing some tight defense.
Fuentes and Pearson going at it. That's a nice dish and a good take off the glass, no good. Shot from Mullery. Pushing the pace. Johnson with the basketball. Double teams Keating. He'll swing it back to Januzzi. 18 seconds left. Wolfpack looking to draw out this clock. Take the final shot. Januzzi and Ball will face off. That a foul on the floor by Ball. 8.6 ticks left on the clock. Fuentes looking to inbound. Gives it to Januzzi. Januzzi gets a screen. 3 seconds left. Keating will throw one up. And good from Mike Keating, the parking lot 3. Had a good opportunity for some momentum for the Wolfpack to build on. As the first quarter comes to a close, your score 23-13. We'll be right back to bring you the second half.
Tire Service, celebrating over 97 years, trusted to keep America rolling. McCarthy Tire Service has been there for generations of family for the highest quality in tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 70 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We're one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire Service. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com. Visit our friends at our Carol and Janelle and the Takeaway Kitchen, home of the famous Old Forge Pizza in the pizza capital of the world at 443 South Main Street. In business since 1962. 570-457-5555. You can visit them online at ourcarolandjanelle.com and the famous Takeaway Kitchen. Sharper Embroidery and Screen Printing, 570-714-3617. Custom screen printing and embroidery, 35 plus years experience in the apparel decorating industry. Multicolor embroidery, logo design, teamwear, corporate apparel. Visit our showroom.
Second half getting underway. Max Greger and Mark Anthony McNulty here. So Mark, we're a quarter in the books. What have you seen from these squads?
I mean, I've been preaching it the whole first quarter is that scrappy defense and the rebounding, but I have to say Wilkes-Barre's ability to score at every level so far has just been out-dueling Nanticoke.
Yeah, they've been able to get those buckets down low with Rodriguez and Januzzi. He's been shooting the 3 ball pretty well. And, of course, Mike Keating there with the buzzer beater last quarter. Johnson drives, and a nice take by Johnson. Oh no, that's going to be a charging foul. So no bucket there
And
for the Wolfpack.
And that was a good take by Johnson. That's one of those calls that can go either way. Just didn't work out in his favor this time.
Yeah, and Johnson usually an outside shooter, but showing off a little bit of a dual threat ability there, driving to the hoop. Wilkes-Barre not laying off of that full court press. Nice find down low, and the kick out. Shot no good from Ball. Now Johnson gives to Keating down low, and he finishes at the bucket. Nice transition bucket from the Wolfpack. Nanticoke navigating through the press, straight to the hole, and the layup is up and good. That is Michael Sahowick. And Januzzi blows right past the defender. No basket, but he does go to the line. Levan going to talk to his players while Januzzi gets ready to shoot some free throws.
And I have to say, I like what I've seen out of Tyre Bolden. Stepping into this role, usually a JV player, but with the injuries on varsity, he stepped into this role pretty well. He's a pretty good rotation player for this varsity squad.
Yeah, he showed it so far tonight. And Fuentes, too. I mean, it's the same story with him in football. He just got thrown into the fire, and he showed up on the football field, and he's showing up on the basketball court, too.
Yep, he does it both.
Januzzi, top of the key three. Not that time from Januzzi. Nanticoke gets the board. Nanticoke started off hot, but with Mitchell on the bench, they haven't been putting up that many points as of late. And another miscommunication on the Trojans. Here is Mitchell checking back into the ball game for the Trojans.
And the Wolfpack staying with that small ball lineup. I'm interested to see who's going to line up against the big.
Yeah, Rodriguez has been on the bench for a little while now for Wilkes-Barre. It looks like Michael Keating's still going to have his work cut out for him guarding the big man. And Januzzi, another three. That's three on the day already from Januzzi. And there is Rodriguez headed to the scorer's table. Nice defense by Fuentes. Able to poke at that and gets the and one. Beautiful job there. Fuentes does it all by himself.
Really good sequence for your Wolfpack.
And there's that scrappy defense you were talking about again. Turns into some points off turnovers.
That's the risk to playing so aggressively on the defense. You might get to that foul line, and in this game with this deficit early, that's not something you want to see.
And the Wolfpack doubling up the Trojans, 31-15. And one just off the front of the iron. Double teamed is Ball. Swinging it around the perimeter. Kick out. The Wolfpack with some stout interior defense. Nanticoke looking to drive the basketball. Shot is up. It is a three. No good. And a foul on the Trojans down low. It's going to be Wolfpack basketball. Or no, pardon me, that's a shooting foul. My bad. That will send R.J. Brogan to the free throw line. Brogan 1 for 2 on the free throws. Wolfpack going right down the floor. Beautiful possession by Wilkes-Barre area, and it finishes with a Rodriguez bucket.
Seen a lot of those to start this game.
Yeah, you can see that intensity from the Wolfpack moving quickly down the floor. The Trojans looking to end this scoring drought. This thing was close for the entire first quarter pretty much, but Wolfpack have been going on a nice run, up by 17.
And honestly, I said earlier, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. But it seems like, well, as he scores, I was going to say, they stopped going to him a little bit. Got to get it back in his hands.
Yeah, first time he got the ball in a while, and he gets basket. And there he is again with the basketball. Oh, and some nice ball handling. And that a charge. I think you could see it there. He had a little bit of momentum going, and he couldn't stop himself.
Got a little too excited there.
A couple subs into the game for Nanticoke. Ethan Ianjayeski and Michael Stahowiak, two of the hardest names on this roster, checking back in for the Trojans.
Yeah, a little tough to pronounce there.
Januzzi guarded by Mitchell. Skip pass to Fuentes. I don't know how he was able to find Fuentes over there, but the bucket does not fall. Ball drives into the corner. Down low, trying to get a basket, and that's good from Yenjayeski. Nanticoke looking to chip into this lead a little bit. But it's tough to do that when you have Rodriguez making all those baskets down low. And Mitchell, that is a nice move offensively.
There it is, Mitchell and Rodriguez, two back-to-back sequences. They need to find a way to slow each other down.
Januzzi, he'll take it to the hole. That one rims out. Mitchell guarded by Januzzi. He gets a screen. Pick and roll action from the Trojans and a left-handed finish from Mitchell. And we're gonna get a timeout on the floor. Trojans picking it up a little bit offensively. We'll see what happens when we come back from this timeout. We're back from the timeout. Nanticoke picking it up offensively. They did call that timeout. So, Mark, what do you think head coach Zach Pientka was telling his Trojans?
I think he was preaching to stay poised. This game is not as far off as some may think. As Bolden buries the three, still, what, a 14-point game? Yep, 14 points. I really don't think this is that far off for the Trojans if they could just stay poised.
And there you go. That is Ethan Ball with the basket. These teams matching three-pointers out of the timeout. Kick out to Johnson. Johnson. And another three from Johnson there.
The one thing that can't happen, the Trojans cannot have this turn into a three-point shootout.
No, their bread and butter is that mid-range and, of course, Mitchell down low. Foul on Wilkes-Barre area. R.J. Brogan will check back into the ball game, and Loudon Mullery will take a breather. Ball with the basketball. Tries to find a man down low. That gets taken away by Bolden. It's fouling the Trojans. Wolfpack with the chance to extend this lead. They're leading 41-27. About a minute 35 left to go in the first half. Januzzi drives into the lane, pull-up jump shot off the front of the rim. He gets his own board, finds Keating down low. The ball getting tipped around. Mitchell will come up with it.
It looks like we have Josefin Gonzalez in the game, the 6'3" senior. Another one, he usually plays a lot of JV. Interesting to see him here on varsity.
Well, we've seen that injury to Ramirez, and looks like Gonzalez is going to have to step up and act as the big man for Wilkes-Barre. Januzzi, a little floater, and that's good in the lane. 50 seconds left. Trojans with the ball. Fadeaway jump shot, no good, but he gets his own board. And the basket is no good. But he will go to the foul line. That is Janjieski.
His first, team's fourth. Unlike the Trojans.
So Mark, after those timeouts, we looked it up what the score was the last time that these two teams played, and Wilkes-Barre got a really dominant victory, 80-42. I think it's going well for the Trojans so far, all things considered, trying to keep this thing close going into the second half.
Yeah, and it's still the first half. And, you know, if the Trojans could just play a little bit of defense, all of a sudden this game could be very, very competitive.
And, of course, they got to keep feeding Mitchell. And we'll see how much that Ramirez injury affects the Wolfpack. Hopefully, we see him back in the second half. Wolfpack, it looks like they're going to hang on for the last shot of the half. 15 seconds. Keating with the basketball near the midcourt line. Time ticking down now, 7 seconds. Januzzi, he's going to drive in, sling it wide open. Mike Keating at the top of the key, and another buzzer beater for Mike Keating.
Got the clutch gene.
Exactly, extending that lead into halftime. Your score, 46-30. We'll see you on the other side of halftime.
Diner, East Main Street in Wilkes-Barre, across from the casino. Fans, it's hard to find a place with a home-cooked taste. Open 7 days a week and 24 hours on the weekends for good food and the convenience of being open when your belly is hungry. Visit Dee's Diner tonight. Personal injury lawyers, Comets Law. Comets Law Firm is a full-service law firm serving clients throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, with particular emphasis on the greater Wilkes-Barre and Scranton area. But they also service Allentown, Philadelphia, State College, Pottsville, and Harrisburg. Personal injury, motor vehicle accidents, medical malpractice, family law. Call Personal Injury Lawyers, Comets Law, 570-829-1111. CometsLaw.com for Jonathan Comets and his team of lawyers. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 7. Fridays 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 1. Located at 4141 Bernie Ave in Moosic. The Ascent, Forester, Crosstrek, Legacy, and Impreza. You can call them toll free, 888-903-8015, or visit them online, ManukaSubaru.com. For Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. We'd like to thank our local State Farm insurance agents. Frank Sirokach, located at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sirokach. In Dunmore, talk to Jen Ricky Abeloff. She's located at 115 West Drinker Street in Dunmore, 570-342-9626. And in the Back Mountain, Melissa Walter, located at 1934 Memorial Highway in Shavertown. Call Melissa at 570-675-6960. Those are your local State Farm insurance agents that support the John Mendola Show. And we'd like to thank our friends at Sharp Seal Coat and Stripe. 570-262-5540 for Tim Pilch and his team at Sharp Seal Coat and Stripe. McCarthy Tire Service, celebrating over 97 years, trusted to keep America rolling. McCarthy Tire Service has been there for generations of family for the highest quality in tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 70 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We're one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire Service. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com. Visit our friends at our Carol and Janelle and the Takeaway Kitchen, home of the famous Old Forge Pizza in the pizza capital of the world at 443 South Main Street. In business since 1962. 570-457-5555. You can visit them online at ourcarolandjanelle.com and the famous Takeaway Kitchen. Sharper Embroidery and Screen Printing, 570-714-3617. Custom screen printing and embroidery, 35 plus years experience in the apparel decorating industry. Multicolor embroidery, logo design, teamwear, corporate apparel. Visit our showroom at 1081 Main Street in Swayersville or give us a call, 570-714-3617, or visit us online at sharperembroidery.com. Visit Detailed Assets Auto Spa, located on 295 South River Street in Plains, located across from Bakery Delight. For premier auto detailing services in the area, choose Detailed Assets Auto Spa. They offer full rejuvenation enhancement, ceramic coating, wheel coating, glass coating, and more. 570-899-2254. Brian Frisbee will take care of your car. 570-899-2254 for Detailed Assets Auto Spa. We'd like to thank our friends at ECYEH Region 7, Education for Children and Youth Experiencing Homelessness Program. Every child deserves school stability. We thank our friends at ECYEH Region 7. Tracy Zarola of Lewis and Freeman Real Estate, representing buyers and sellers in the Back Mountain, West Side, and all of northeastern Pennsylvania. Call Tracy if you're looking to sell your home. 570-696-0723. Buyers are out there. Don't miss yours. Tracy is a consistent top producer and is committed to making your real estate experience an easy one. When you think of buying or selling a home, think Tracy Zarola at Lewis and Freeman. We thank our friends at Chancellor Financial Trusted Advisors. Services include asset management, retirement planning, education planning, estate planning, and tax planning. Give Bob Dwyer and his team a call for a free consultation, 570-822-4475. Chancellor Financial, located on Public Square in Wilkes-Barre. McCarthy Tire Service, celebrating over 97 years, trusted to keep America rolling. McCarthy Tire Service has been there for generations of family for the highest quality in tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 70 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We're one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire Service. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com. We'd like to thank our friends at ECYEH Region 7, Education for Children and Youth Experiencing Homelessness Program. Every child deserves school stability. We thank our friends at ECYEH Region 7. At Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated, we do commercial, residential, roadside improvements, landscape maintenance, hydro seeding, and irrigation. Our goal is to provide results that exceed our clients' expectations. Located on Reese Street in Plains, give us a call, 570-824-TREE. That's 824-8733. for Green Valley Landscaping Incorporated. No job too big or too small. Athletic Republic with 2 locations in Dallas and Moosic. Sports performance training for athletes. Gain an advantage by getting faster, stronger, more agile, and more powerful. Fitness classes for active adults. Functional, full body fitness that enables you to get more out of life. So visit our sports performance training in Moosic at 3356 Burney Avenue and in Dallas at 220 East Center Hill Road. For Moosic, call 570-346-2929. And in Dallas, 570-675-2600. Sports performance training for athletes at Athletic Republic with Dallas and Moosic locations. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante, located in the ShopRite Plaza, Route 502 in Covington Township, 570-842-2070. You can visit them online. It is mendocinospizza.com. Like us on Facebook and Instagram, serving the North Pocono community for over 37 years. 570-842-2070. Mendocino's Pizzeria Ristorante. Monk Heating and Air Conditioning, servicing our community since 1917, providing professional service to Eastern and Central Pennsylvania for 4 generations. We specialize in residential and light commercial installations, replacements, and service of air conditioning and heating equipment. 24-hour emergency service, residential and commercial, retrofit and replacement, extended warranties on new equipment, and much more. Give Monk Heating and Air Conditioning a call at 570-333-COOL or visit them online at monkhvac.com. That's monkhvac.com for Monk Heating and Air Conditioning.
Welcome back to the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night here at the Wolfpack Den. Nanticoke visiting Wilkes-Barre area. Max Greger and Mark McNulty bringing you the game tonight. Wolfpack will start out the second half of the ball. Mike Keating gives to Rodriguez down low. There's that matchup down low. And Rodriguez can't get any of those buckets to fall.
Looks like Fuentes bringing the full court pressure here.
Yeah, Fuentes playing some tight defense on R.J. Brogan, the senior. Januzzi comes up with the steal, and he will finish at the hole for the bucket. And that, an arid pass, and Wilkes-Barre area can't come up with it.
Seemed like an errant pass from both teams there. That possession.
I know. Johnson's trying to save that one there. So, Mark, it's a tall task for the Trojans to come back in this one, but what do you think they need to do if they want to have a shot?
I think they need to get the 3-ball going a little bit better as they shoot one. I think they need to shoot the 3 a little bit better here. Down 18, you're going to start to need those big baskets.
Yeah, and we know Mitchell has been the guy for the Trojans, but like you said, they need a couple more points, so they got to try to get that 3-ball going a little bit. And, of course, they need to stop the Wolfpack offense. Januzzi with the steal gives to Keating. Keating maneuvers his way to the basket, and that is good from Keating. So a good start there for the Wolfpack. Trojans calling a timeout. We'll take 1-2, and we'll be right back. Back from the timeout. Wolfpack keeping on that press. And about a minute into this half, it wasn't the start that Nanticoke would have liked. A couple of turnovers and some Wolfpack offense going on. Ball dishes it down low to Mitchell. Mitchell does a nice job of corralling that, and he gets the bucket to fall.
Seems like a repeat of the first half here to start out. Mitchell and Rodriguez both getting involved in both their teams' respective offenses.
Yeah, early on in this game, it was an onslaught of points from both these teams, but the Wolfpack have been pulling away as of late. And also a little bit of an update, too. We have not seen Riley Ramirez return to the bench. He hurt his ankle, it seemed, early on in this game. So we're going to have to see a lot of Gonzalez, Josvin Gonzalez, probably in the future.
That was a really nice move by Januzzi there to free himself up for the 3-ball.
And Januzzi has been lighting it up from beyond the arc so far. That's, what I think, 4 threes on the day for him. Mitchell, mid-range jump shot. He doesn't just drive. He could shoot those mid-range J's, too. That one good from Mitchell.
And they love him in this offense, especially this game. They give him most of their looks.
Michael Keating for 3. Just a little strong on that one. Rebound goes to the Trojans. RJ Brogan drives. No good off the glass. David Januzzi, nice dish to Keating, and Keating finishes. We've seen really good transition offense tonight from the Wolfpack. A lot of those points off turnovers. And there we go again, Januzzi. Foul there on RJ Brogan. And again, you see that pesky Wolfpack defense just tipping it away, stealing a couple of extra possessions. And Rodriguez will head to the bench, and Bolden will check in.
And then for Nanticoke, looks like we have Michael Stoyak, I believe, checking in, if I'm not mistaken.
Down low, Mitchell gets triple teamed. So after that halftime break, it looks like maybe Coach Levan looking to adjust for this game without Ramirez when they need to give Rodriguez a break. Collapse on Mitchell because he is their main man. A really long inbound there to Brogan.
And he has the height advantage over Januzzi.
He does, yeah. Let's see, 6'1" to 5'9".
And Januzzi forced the turnover there for Wilkes-Barre area.
Tell you what, David Januzzi has been doing a really nice job in that number 2 versus number 2 matchup. We've seen him playing some pesky defense, and right there we see him coming up on the defensive end again.
Wilkes-Barre just looking to control the ball here with such a big lead.
And no shot clocks here, so Wolfpack can't take all the time that they need. Bolden kicks out to Januzzi. Wolfpack doing a nice job finding an open shot, and Fuentes delivers with the corner three. Here comes Mitchell, and the steal by Fuentes. Fuentes is able to get the ball, and he'll call a timeout. We're midway through the third quarter. We're going to take a timeout. Back here on the McCarthy Tire game of the night, as that is a nice block by Matthias Mitchell down low.
And just to note, Max, we just saw Rayleigh Ramirez come away from the trainer with a walking boot on his left foot. Don't want to see that for the Wolfpack.
No, definitely not. I mean, today this game looks like it's fairly in hand, but you wonder going forward how much of a loss that's going to be for the Wolfpack, because Ramirez playing some quality minutes so far this season. And apart from Rodriguez, they don't really have that big guy. I mean, we saw Michael Keating playing the 5 spot, but he's not really that big guy. He's more of a, like, ball handler or something like that.
Yeah, he's more, he's more used to stretch the floor out a little bit, 3 and D. But yeah, we're gonna see how he transitions into the 5 spot more than likely.
And of course, as the season goes on, that means we're gonna have to see a lot more of Rodriguez stepping up too, because we've seen him step up big time today. I mean, he's had his work cut out for him with Mitchell. He's been doing a nice job. Januzzi storming in there to get the put back to go. Wolfpack still keeping on with that full court press. Bolden, Coach Levan wanted a foul there. Ball gets tipped around, looks like a volleyball game there. And that's going to be foul, I believe, on Wilkes-Barre area.
Coach Levan there was looking for a foul when Tyre Bolden was shoved to the floor right in front of him.
Yeah, he went flying, but no foul called there. But all's well that ends well. Wilkes-Barre area will take the basketball as Pearson heads to the bench. And Stachowiak, or no, Jędrzejewski subs back into the game. Michael Keating drives in and dishes it back out to Januzzi. 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Wolfpack with the lead, 60-35, as that is a beautiful take by Fuentes. Gets to slice his way to the basket and lay it in.
Seems like they want to put a little bit more pressure.
And there is some pressure. Januzzi comes up with the steal. No good on the basket, but he does get fouled.
Wilkes-Barre now, I don't think they want to see Mitchell score anymore. That possession specifically, they had him almost double teamed for most of it. They do not want him getting to the basket.
Yeah, they want the hands and some of these ball handlers for the Trojans. So Mark, today's game started a little early, so we'll get out of here a little early. What are you thinking for lunch? Some D's Diner?
It's never a bad option, I have to say. We're right here, get some bites. Never a bad choice.
Yeah, watch a little bit of the NFL playoff games.
My Seahawks already blew it on themselves, so it's over.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's over for us.
Hey, but you got Dee's Diner to go to.
Yeah, it'll make my day a little bit better.
A lot of action going on there. And it looks like that'll be a foul on Stachowiak of the Trojans.
I have to applaud you, Max. You are figuring out how to pronounce these names, and I'm going to be honest, I'm getting a bit of a headache from reading them.
I know. Well, we have here a little bit of phonetic spelling, and the first time we saw him check into the game, I was like, oh boy, here we go. Stachowiak and Jędrzejewski caused a little bit of problems phonetically, but we're 3 quarters into this. We're getting used to it.
Speaking of 3 quarters, the Wilkes-Barre Wolfpack already has 65 points on the floor. Make it 66. That's a lot of points on a usually pretty solid Nanticoke defense.
And the last time that these teams played, again, the score 80 to 42. It looks like the Wolfpack will surpass that total. Who knows? Maybe they'll get in some subs as the game goes on, but I don't know. I always think it would be cool to see 100, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I feel like it's rare to see 100 in high school. I've never seen 100 in high school, but
no, neither have I.
Maybe we're in for a treat tonight. It's only the 3rd quarter. Who knows what could happen?
And we're going to get Dante Robinson into the game. First time we're seeing him tonight for the Wolfpack, and Achilles Fuentes will take a breather. He's been putting in a lot of minutes so far tonight. And for the Trojans, Mullery's checking back in, and Shane Pearson will head to the bench. Januzzi gives to Bolden. Bolden looks for him to kick it out to. Johnson gets double teamed, and that pass intercepted by Stachowiak. Nice find down low. I don't know how Stachowiak was able to find Mitchell down low, but he did, and Mitchell did the rest, finishing at the basket.
And there's that matchup that I was talking about, Matthias Mitchell versus Mike Keating. That's almost a mismatch, honestly.
Yeah, we have Rodriguez on the bench right now. So Mitchell trying to make his bones. And now Robinson has the job of guarding him, it looks like. Johnson comes up with the steal. And that clock is still ticking. Oh, never mind, it just out.
Yeah, I've noticed so far, we've seen a lot of these miscommunication cause turnovers. Like even right there, that didn't look like that's where he wanted him to be when he threw that pass.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of times in the first half too, just that miscommunication, like somebody cutting and he was throwing it to where he was. But all learning experience here for the Trojans. I mean, they have a lot of young players in the game here. Just for example, we have number 21, Dylan Ball, brother of Ethan Ball, checking into the game. Time ticking down in this 3rd quarter. We have about 17 seconds left to play. Pearson, pass intercepted by Robinson. Jacob Johnson, corner 3, and it's good from Johnson. Johnson likes those 3-pointers.
And it's good. Sorry.
Oh, you're the mark. And that brings our 3rd quarter to a close. Your score 71 to 37. We'll be back to bring you the 4th. Fourth quarter underway here on the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. Trojans and the Wolfpack. Trojans starting out this quarter with the basketball. Pearson with the ball. Tries to dish it down low, but that out of the reach of Jędrzejewski. Wolfpack with the basketball, Michael Keating. Pick and roll action. Had a nice job by Robinson getting open, and Keating finds him, threads the needle, and they finish for 2. And a lot of the subs for the Wolfpack getting into the game, it looks like. They're ready to go in at the scorer's table. Ball with the ball. He gets double teamed, finds an open Pearson. He'll pop a 3. Not that time from Pearson. And that one intercepted by Jacob Johnson. Jacob Johnson goes coast to coast and lays it off of his fingers. A little jelly from Jacob Johnson. And there is a timeout on the floor. We'll take one too, and we'll be right back. Back from the timeout. Trojans with the basketball. We got a lot of subs into the game for the Wolfpack. Who do we got out there, Mark?
I noticed 41, Josh Corby. Number 45, Elijah Silla. Number 22, Robert Fuentes, twin brother of Achilles Fuentes. And Josefin Gonzalez, I apologize.
Yeah, when Robert Fuentes checked into the game, I thought maybe Achilles took off his headband or something. He looks just like him. The twin brothers. A little bit of a scrum down low. Kick out, and the 3 no good from Ball. And a nice rebound there from Elijah Silla, 6'7". Joshua Corby backing down Ball. Doesn't get the basket to fall. Gets that tipped out of bounds. Looks like off of Corby, so the Trojans will take the basketball.
And now Matthias Mitchell checking in the game for Nanticoke. We might see him up against 6'7" Elijah Silla. That could be a fun matchup.
I'll tell you what, if the Wolfpack do need a big man, Coach Levan and his staff could work on developing Elijah Silla. I mean, 6'7", like that is unheard of. Stolen by Corby, and that is stolen back. Mitchell, he'll pop a 3, just a little strong, and that gets taken away by Fuentes. A nice job getting that out to Robinson. Robinson drives to the lane. The shot does not fall. Everybody's tipping that one around. It'll be Trojan basketball. We have a running clock here. 4:35 left to go in this one. Wolfpack been playing great today, 75-37. Mark, doesn't look like we will see 100 points, but still a good showing from the Wolfpack.
No, and this final score might be close to what we had last time. What was it, 80 to, what was it?
80 to 42.
42, we might get that.
We might get that exact score, who knows? There was a foul on the shot. Matthias Mitchell will head to the free throw line. Mitchell. First shot is good.
Matthias Mitchell.
I mean, we said it a lot, but if you want to look to a bright spot for the Trojans, I believe that's been Matthias Mitchell all the way.
Absolutely. He's played some really good ball today.
Ball for three. Just short on that one. Rebound by Gonzalez. Robert Fuentes to Corby. No good on that one, but the rebound by Silla. Dante Robinson. Nice move in the lane by Dante Robinson. Being able to get the jump shot to go.
The Wolfpack bench getting excited here.
Ooh, and there's an and one from the Trojans.
Fouls on the Wolfpack. Number 45.
That is Ethan Jędrzejewski getting the and one.
And I fear that may be a little too late here for the Trojans, but good to see them still playing with some intensity.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to see a team give up in a situation like this. I mean, the game is in hand, but give credit to the Trojans. They're still fighting hard. Ball for three, and that one is good. Dylan Ball, brother of Ethan Ball, on the tray. Now Robert Fuentes will drive to the lane. No good. Stochowiak has it around the free throw line. Some nice defense there from Fuentes, able to tip that one away. Fuentes finds Gonzalez. And that Wolfpack bench, they were hoping for a dunk. But hey, they'll take the 2 points. Nice job by Gonzalez. And we're going to get a couple more subs into the game for Wilkes-Barre. Who do we got, Mark?
Looks like we have Myron Diaz, the 6'4" sophomore. And let me see, who is that? Gino D'Alessandro, the 5'11" sophomore.
It looks like we also have the sophomore Danye Matthews checking into the game. There he is right there. And a nice take. Doesn't get the basket to fall, but he does draw the foul. That is Loudon Mullery.
Fouls on the Wolfpack, number 42. D'Alessandro, his first team's third.
And this a good time for both teams to kind of evaluate their bench, see what the depth looks like going forward, because you never know when one of these guys is going to have to step up.
It's also a good time for them to start thinking about what they're getting from Dee's Diner in 1:47 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, this one pretty much over. They have some time, and there it is right there on the scorer's table, Dee's Diner. So all these guys have an opportunity to think of what they will get for a low, low price over there and high quality.
Also for the Trojans, number 33, Traylon Rashitsky.
Fuentes calling for a screen. Will utilize the take to the rack, no good. Danye Matthews with the board. He's going to take that back out. Guarded closely by Dylan Ball. Just a little too much on that pass. Oh, Matthews wanted to steal that one. But that is Dylan Ball. Hey, another three from Dylan Ball.
Got a sharpshooter on our hands here.
Yeah.
Him and Januzzi tonight.
And his brother, Ethan Ball, has been playing well for the Trojans. Matthews kicks to Corby. Corby, dish out to Fuentes. Fuentes trying to slice and dice, but that one gets lost. Baseline drive. That one out of bounds off of Hunter Atherton.
Checking in the Trojans, number 10, Mark Welch.
Time is ticking down. Mark, you have any closing thoughts as we have about 25 seconds left to go?
I think for Wilkes-Barre area, this has to boost their confidence going into their next game. You know, I'm going to see how they play their next game. I'm not sure off the top of my head who they're playing. But this is a good morale win for your Wolfpack.
I would definitely say so. And time coming to a close here. Your final score, 79-47. Max Greger, Mark McNulty on the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night. We'll see you next time.